Hi everyone. Today we can do exercise 14b, question number 6. The line passing through 0, 2 and negative 3, negative 1 is parallel to the line passing through negative 1, 5 and 4a. Find a. So points 0, 2 and negative 3, negative 1. So this is a line. So we can find the slope of this. Slope of, suppose let it be AB, slope of line AB, that is we can say it as M1, which is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So this is x1 y1, x2 y2. So y2 minus y1 negative 1 minus 2 divided by x2 negative 3 minus x1. This is 0. So negative 3 divided by negative 3, which is equal to positive 1. Slope of line AB. So what is our question? The line passing through 0, 2 and negative 3, negative 1 is parallel to the line passing through the next line. We have another line. Suppose let it be CD. Given points are negative 1, 5 and 4a. So this is parallel, that CD is, given that AB is parallel to CD. Given these two lines are parallel. So that means slope will be equal. If two lines are parallel, we know that our condition is what? These two lines are parallel. If two lines are parallel, then slope will be equal. So first we find the slope of this line AB. Next we have to find out the slope of CD. So how can we find the slope of CD? Same as this slope of line CD. Thus we can mark it as M2. So slope of line CD is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So same way we can do what? This is x1 y1. This is x2 y2. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1 means what? A minus 5 divided by x2, 4 minus negative 1. That is a minus 5 divided by 4 plus 1. That is a minus 5 divided by 5. That means M2 we got it as a minus 5 divided by 5. So next, given what? These two lines are parallel. So we want to write given these two lines are parallel. These two lines, that means AB is parallel to CD is given. Two lines are parallel. Since these two lines are parallel given, we can say what? Therefore, the slopes must be equal. Slopes must be equal. That means that is M1 will be equal to M2. So M1 we have what? Or we can write what? M2 is equal to M1. Anyway, M1 will be equal to M2. That is A minus 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1. 1 can be written as 1 by 1. Then cross multiply. So A minus 5 is equal to 5. That is A is equal to 5 plus 5. Therefore A is equal to 5 plus 5 is 10. We have to find the value of A. Okay. Then question number 7. Seventh question. The line passing through negative 4, 2 and 2, negative 3 is perpendicular to the line passing through A5 and 2, negative 1. So these two lines are perpendicular. Given that these two lines are perpendicular, that is given AB is perpendicular to CD. These two lines are perpendicular given. So if these two lines are perpendicular, then slopes, product of their slopes will be negative 1. So first we have to find the slope of first one AB and the slope of second. So if we multiply that, we want to, given they are perpendicular, so we can directly write what? Slopes are negative 1. From there we can find the value of A. So slope of AB, first we have to find out the slope of AB. Let it be M1. Slope of AB is equal to, that is M1 is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, which is equal to x1 y1. This is x2 y2. So y2 negative 3 minus y1 is negative, that is x2 2 minus 4. It is negative 3 plus 2 divided by negative 2, which is equal to what? Negative 3 plus 2, no? So your question is negative 4, no? Negative 4, negative 2. So here it will be negative 4. So it will be 2 plus 4. That is negative 1 divided by 6. Slope of line AB. Similarly, we can find the slope of line CD. So slope of line AB we got it as negative 1 by 6. Similarly, slope of line CD, that is M2 is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So here x1 y1, x2 y2. So y2 minus y1. y2 minus y1 means negative 1 minus 5 divided by 2 minus 8, which is equal to negative 6 divided by 2 minus 8. Given two lines are perpendicular. So given two lines are perpendicular, therefore the product of the slopes is, therefore the product of the slopes is equal to negative 1. That is, we can write what? That is m1 into m2 is equal to negative 1. What we wrote? Slopes m1 into m2 is equal to negative 1. That is negative 1 by 6 into negative 6 divided by 2 minus a is equal to negative 1. So negative into negative positive, 6 into 1, 6 divided by 6 into 2 minus a is equal to negative 1. So 6 we can cancel. 1 divided by 2 minus a is equal to negative 1. Negative 1 can be written as negative 1 by 1, then cross multiply. So negative 1 into 2 minus a is equal to 1 into 1, 1. Then change the bracket, negative 2 plus a is equal to 1. So positive a is equal to 1 plus 2, that is a is equal to 3. Okay. Ninth question. Without using the distance formula, show that the points A, 4, 5, question number 7, no? Sorry. Negative 4, negative 2. Without using the distance formula, show that 4, negative 2, okay. Now it's okay. 4, negative 2, B, negative 4, 4, C, 10, 6 are the vertices of right angle triangle. So, peculiarity of that right angle triangle means what? Is this angle will be 90 degree. Angle will be 90 degree. That means perpendicular. So, if we find the slope of, without using distance formula, they are saying, so if we get any two slopes, suppose slope of AB we are finding, then slope of BC also we will find, and slope of AC also we will find. If we multiply this, suppose this is M1, this is M2, we can write this as M3. If we multiply this M1 into M3, suppose M1 into M2, if we are getting negative 1, we can say that this is a right angle triangle. Or M2 into M3, if we are getting negative 1, we can say it is a right angle triangle. Or M1 into M3. Any three cases we can take. Any one of these three cases. So we can find out the slope. First we have to find out the slope. Then only we can say that if we multiply that slope, so we will get negative 1 or not. If we are getting negative 1, we can say that it is a right angle triangle. So first of all, what we have to do is, we have to find out the slope of AB. So slope of AB is equal to what? Let it be M1. Okay, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So y2 minus y1, this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. So y2 minus y1, that is y2 we can take it as what? 4 minus y1 is negative 2 divided by x2, negative 4 minus 4, which is equal to 6 by negative 8. If we cancel, we will get it as negative 3 by 4. Then again we have to find out the slope of what? BC we can find. Similarly, we can find the slope of BC. We can mark it as M2, that is BC. Slope of BC. So first slope M1 we got it as what? M1 is equal to negative 3 by 4. M2 we are finding. So y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So we can change this if needed. So y2 minus y1. So y2 y, this is xy. So y2 minus y1, x1 y1, x2 x1 y1. y2 minus y1 we can write it as what? 6 minus 4 divided by 10 minus negative 4. That is 2 divided by 10 plus 4, which is equal to 2 divided by 14, which is equal to 1 by 7. So m2 we got 1 by 7. Similarly, find out slope of AC. Here slope of AC we have to find out. Slope of AC we can write it as m3. m3 slope of AC. Same way, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So 6 minus negative 2 y2. This is y x2. This is x1 y1. y2 minus y1 divided by, anyone you can take. Either you can take this as x2 y2, this as x1 y1. So I took this as x2 y2 since it is bigger. No, 6 minus 2 divided by 10 minus 4, that is 6 plus 2 divided by 6, that is 8 by 6, which is equal to 4 by 3. So slope m3, that is 4 by 3. So look at that, m1, m2, m3. So if we multiply which 2, we will get it as negative 1. Which 2 if we multiply, we want to get it as negative 1. Then only we can say that triangle is a right angle triangle. That means negative 1 means perpendicular. So look at that, m1 into m3. m1 into m3. That is m1 is got negative 3 by 4 into m3 4 by 3. Cancel, we got it as negative 1. So we can say that what? Slope of AB into slope of AC, that is slope of AB into slope of AC is equal to negative 1. That means AB is perpendicular AD, that is AB and AC perpendicular, that is AC is perpendicular to AB. AC is perpendicular to AB means, or AB is perpendicular to, if we turn like this way, we can say this. If we turn that right angle triangle, we can say either AB is perpendicular to AC or AC is perpendicular to AB. That is, that two are perpendicular. That is AB and AC are perpendicular to each other. Therefore, triangle ABC is a right angle triangle. ABC is a right angle triangle. Okay. Next question number 9. Without using the distance formula, show that the points A, B, C, D are the vertices of a parallelogram. So what is the peculiarity of a parallelogram? Opposite sides are equal. So equal means we have to find out the slope of AB, slope of BC, slope of CD and slope of AD. If two sides are equal, same value if we are getting, we can say that if these two are equal and these two are equal, we can say that the opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. So we can directly say that it is a parallelogram. That is, slopes are equal means we can say it as a parallelogram. So for finding that ABCD is a parallelogram, what we have to do is same as the question number 8. We have to find out the slope. How can we find the slope? A and B points is given. So slope of AB is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. That is 2 minus 5 divided by 1 minus 4. 1 minus 4 is equal to negative 3 by negative 3, which is equal to positive 1. Then we draw figure like this way, no? So first find AB, opposite of AB is CD, no? Let us check CD, slope of CD. Find slope of CD is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 is equal to y2 minus y1. 3 minus 6 divided by 4 minus 7, which is equal to negative 3 divided by negative 3, which is equal to 1. That means slopes of these two are equal. That is what? Slope of AB is equal to slope of CD. So these two are parallel, we got. Slope of AB is equal to slope of CD. We got both as negative 1. Similarly, we can find out what? CB, that is BC. Okay. So slope of BC. Slope of BC is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, which is equal to y2 minus y1 BC 3 minus 2 divided by what? 4 minus 1 is equal to negative 1 divided by 3. So CB, that is BC, we got. Same AD, slope of AD is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, which is equal to AD we are finding. So 5 minus 6 divided by 4 minus 7, which is equal to negative 1 divided by negative 3, which is equal to slope of AD, which is equal to 1 by 3. So we got the two values as 1 by 3, 1 by 3, here also 1 by 3. That means slope of BC is equal to slope of AD we got. We can say that these two are parallel. Which one? BC is parallel to AD. That is, next line what we can write? That is, earlier we got AB is parallel to CD. Why? Because since what? Slope of, reason is what? Since slope of AB is equal to slope of CD. That's why we wrote these two are parallel. Now we got the same slope. Slope of BC is equal to slope of AD. So we can say that it's BC. No, BC. BC is parallel to AD. Hence we can say that ABCD is a parallelogram. Hence ABCD is a parallelogram. Hence ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay. 10th question. Negative 2, 4, 4, 8, 10, 7, 11, negative 5 are the vertices of a quadrilateral. So let it be a quadrilateral like this way. Isn't it? ABCD is a quadrilateral. ABCD points are given. ABCD is a quadrilateral. Show that the quadrilateral obtained on joining the midpoints of its sides. So midpoints. If we join the midpoints of these sides, we will get another quadrilateral. Show that the quadrilateral obtained on joining the midpoints or sides of a parallelogram is a parallelogram. So we have to find out the midpoint. Joining midpoints are PQRS. Midpoints are PQRS. If we join, we will get PQRS. We have to find out this quadrilateral as parallelogram. That is, we have to prove PQRS is a parallelogram. So how can we find out? A, we have what? Negative 2, 4. Then B, we have in the question 4, 8. Then C is 10, 7. 10, 7. Then D, 11, negative 5. So if we get the value of P, if we get the point P, then only we can say P, Q, R, S. After getting the point P, Q, R, S, then only we can find the slopes. That is, we have to find out the slope of PQ, QR, SR, PS. Same as the previous question, 9th question. If we find these two slopes are equal, means and opposite sides of a parallelogram, that they are parallel. If we get the slopes as equal, then only we can say these two. This is a parallelogram, same as the previous question, 9th one. So how can we find the point P? Given P is the midpoint. P is the midpoint is given. Midpoint. So using midpoint formula, how can we write? Midpoint of BC, how can we find the midpoint of AB, BC, CD, AD? So midpoint of AB, how can we find midpoint of AB, that is Pxy. Let it be Pxy is equal to, formula is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, which is equal to what? x1, y1, x2, y2. So negative 2 plus 4 divided by 2, comma 4 plus 8 by 2. So which is equal to 1, comma 6. So midpoint, this we got it as 1, comma 6. Midpoint. Then next we can find out midpoint of BC. Midpoint of BC. How can we find midpoint of BC? Let it be, we mark it as Q. Same, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Midpoint of BC is QXY, which is equal to 4 plus 10 by 2, comma 8 plus 7 by 2, which is equal to 14 by 2, which is 7, that is 15 by 2. So midpoint of BC, we got it as Q. Q is equal to 7, 15 by 2, Q. Then next we have to find out RXY. Midpoint of CD. This RXY. Midpoint of CD we have to find out, that is RXY. Same, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So we will get it as 10 plus 11 by 2, comma 7 minus 5 by 2. So which is equal to 21 by 2, comma 2 by 2, which is 1. So RXY we got it as 21 by 2, comma 1. Okay. Next S also we have to find out. That is midpoint of AD. That is SXY. x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. That is 11 minus 2 by 2, comma negative 5 plus 4 by 2. So which is equal to 9 by 2, comma negative 1 by 2. So S we got it as 9 by 2, comma negative 1 by 2. So all the 4 points we got. Next we have to find out whether PQRS is a parallelogram or not. We have to find out PQRS is a parallelogram. So for that we have to find out the slope of PQ. Slope of PQ is equal to what? y2 minus y1. So that we can mark it as m1. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. That is 15 by 2 minus 6 divided by 7 minus 1. So 15 minus 6 2s are 12 divided by 2 whole divided by 6, which is equal to 15 minus 12 divided by 2 into 6 means 1 into 1 by 6. That is equal to 3 by 2 into 1 by 6. 3 and 6 cancel 2 times. So 1 by 4. So slope of PQ, M1 we have what? M1 is equal to, now we got M1 is equal to 1 by 4. Next we have to find out QR. QR, slope of PQ we got M1. Slope of QR we have to find out, that is M2. Same way, slope of QR, that is M2 is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. 1 minus 15 by 2 divided by 21 by 2 minus 7. So you can do it separately in the working order. 1 minus 15 by 2, that is 2 minus 15 by 2, which is equal to negative 13 by 2. So numerator negative 13 by 2. Then denominator by 21 by 2 minus 7, that is 21 minus 7 2s are 14 divided by 2, which is equal to what? 7 divided by 2. 7 by 2. Isn't it? The 2 cancel. If you take reciprocal, negative 13 by 2 into 2 by 7. So we will get it as 2 cancel. Negative 13 by 7. That is M2 we got it as negative 13 by 7. Then similarly we can find the M3, that is RS. That is M3. Slope of RS, that is M3 is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. That is negative 1 by 2 minus 1 divided by 9 by 2 minus 21 by 2. So same way, negative 1 by 2 minus 1, that is negative 1 minus 2 by 2, that is negative 3 by 2. So negative 3 by 2 divided by, instead of this by I am writing division symbol. Same way, 9 by 2 minus 9 by 2 minus 21 by 2. Since they are like fractions, we can write 9 minus 21 by 2 itself. Isn't it? So 9 minus 21 by 2. So it will be what? Find out. Got it now? That is negative 12 by 2. One sign is positive, other sign is negative. Subtract and put the bigger number sign. That is negative 12 by 2. So division we change it into multiplication. So it will become negative 2 by 12. So negative into negative, positive 2 cancel. 3 and 12 cancel 4. So it will be 1 by 4. Slope of RS, that is M3 we have. Now we got it as 1 by 4. Next we have to find out the slope of PS. That is M4. PS. M4 we have to find out. That is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. That is 6 minus negative 1 by 2 divided by 1 minus 9 by 2. So 6 minus 1 by 2 negative 1 by 2 which is equal to 6 plus 1 by 2. That is 6 2s are 12 plus 1 by 2 which is equal to 13 by 2. 13 by 2 divided by 1 minus 9 by 2. That is 2 minus 9 by 2 which is equal to negative 7 by 2. Divided by negative 7 by 2. So 13 by 2 into negative 2 by 7. 2 cancel. So it is negative 13 by 7. So M4 we got it as negative 13 by 7. So can we write this PQRS is a parallelogram? So look at M1, M2, M3, M4. Here we have M1, M2, M3, M4 we have. M1 1 by 4. So we have M1 is equal to, these two are equal. M2, these two are equal. No, M1 is equal to. So what we can say? M1 is equal to M3 and M2 is equal to M4. M1 is equal to M3 and that is M2 is equal to M4. Therefore, PQ is parallel to RS and which one? QR is parallel to PS. Therefore, what? PQRS. PQRS is a parallelogram. It's a parallelogram. Okay. Thank you.